Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Voxel Twig, and we're back with another episode of All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Last time we got our block factory up and running, and in between episodes, I went ahead and got the first stage of our brand new base built out. And as you can see behind me, everything has come to a standstill because the two drawers are filled with 16,400 each of cobbled deep slate and blue concrete. So with that, I went ahead and got to work. This area is staying the way it is right now, so bear in mind this is gonna be a smidgen of a mess just for right now, this area, until we figure out what to do with it, either move it or incorporate it. But check it out. See, a little messy, but it's okay. So this is what our base's design is going to look like right here, okay? So we got some food. We got potatoes, tomatoes, wheat, and carrots. Delicious. As our animals slowly spawned in, I trapped them in here, which wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, which is really nice. And then over here, this is going to be where we have our portals. Took some time and got all three set up. Didn't activate any of them or go to any of them. And then I made some diamond chests. So, for anybody wondering, how do we make it look like this? I will show you. Just take one of each here. And if we come over here to our mason's table and put our blue concrete in, we can see here, we can get all different kinds of concrete. It's tough to see, and it takes me a couple of tries to get it right. But there it is. See? So now the regular concrete turns into chipped concrete. And the same thing with the cobbled deep slate. We have all different kinds of cobbled deep slate. So that's what we're doing. And if we ever want it to go back to normal, we can just boop, put it just like that. Easy peasy. Now I'm sure this is full. Boop, boop, boop. There you go. But today what we're going to do is I said we wanted to come at this a little bit differently than the last playthrough, because last playthrough we went big on sifting for resources and we fully automated all of that with mechanism. And this time I want to try something that we never really got into, and that is bees. So this is our first bee tunnel here. So each of these is going to eventually have a nest in it. I would like to have a room for every bee, but we'll see. And these sweet things here, these framed glass doors, check this out. Oh, little jail cells for the bees. Isn't that cool? And that's just using the stone cutter upstairs to make some framed glass. Easy peasy. And then this side, this is where we're going to have our bee breeding bonanza over here. So what we need is we need stuff, because today we are going to get into productive bees. So last time I did it, we went the vanilla way, which was a lot. It's a 5% chance to spawn a beehive, and we're awarded with a bee spawn egg if we get the bee nest. We're going to go the ex nihilo way. So let's grab everything that I think we'll need. I put it in this middle chest here. Scoop. Everything should be right in here. And the first thing we need is we will need 3 of these. Perfect. And then we'll need 1 beehive. And we're going to do this. Oh, I don't want logs. I want planks. Checkarooski. And then we need a porcelain guy here. Porcelain clay. And then we'll need some, I believe it was emeralds. Just one will do. Checkarooski. And then we need more of these guys. How did I make these? I already forgot. Sticks. Just make a bunch. Okay. And we'll go there. Put all of that there. Make as many as we can here. Perfect. So, now we have completed this. We get 1 bee spawn egg. Next thing we need to do is get 3 honeycombs. You need to grab some honeycombs and a few bottles of honey to get started. Find yourself a nest, but don't break it. Let the bees do their thing and harvest some of the honeycombs with shears. So, we got a beehive here. And we're going to come down here. And we're going to put it right over here. Now, I don't know how many this can hold. But let's just pop you there. Hello, Mr. Bee. I think it can hold 3. And that should spawn a bee. 2. Maybe. It's doing something. Yep, there's a bee. Perfect. So he went in there. They're doing their bee thing. I think we're going to make a couple more. We're going to have 1. I think I'm going to want 3 of these going as soon as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of, and I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so we got 3 of them in here. Each one's got a couple bees. I used the last of our little mannequins. And they're going to come out and do their bee thing. They're going to do a little pollination. And once these start dripping with ooey gooey honey, then they will be ready for us to harvest. And then we can get on with the next step. So I'm just going to kind of hang out, go sleep through night, wait a day or two, see what happens, and see how long it takes us to get this honey. Because the end goal here, what we're going to want, is we're going all the way down until we get to honey treats. Because once we get to honey treats, we can start getting all the bees that we're going to need to start breeding and things like that. But we need a solid honey production up first. So that's what we're doing right now. So once we get some honey, I'll see you guys in 1 hot second. Alrighty, we did a little bit of expansion. It was feeling a little claustrophobic in here, so I pushed out the wall just a tad, just to have us more space to walk around. But we got some honey, so let's see. Take that, and that, and that, and that. Perfect. Another one. Now, can I get honeycombs from it too? No, just one or the other. Okay. So we got our first 3 honey bottles. But we need honeycombs, so we got ahead of ourselves. But that's fine. And I put a campfire under each of these. That way they don't get mad at me when I try to take their honey and their combs. This one we did get from a vanilla tree up top. I just kept planting it while I waited and chopping it down until it spawned with a bee nest. So that completed this quest right here. Yay! And that gave us 1 extra bee spawn, so we were able to put a bee in there. So, back to the waiting game. We got our first honey bottles, which is awesome because now we can start making things like this handy-dandy bee cage. So, let's just go upstairs and make that real quick because that is going to be super important for us. 1 and 2 and 2 and bee cages. Now we got 16 bee cages. And we haven't unlocked it yet, so that's fine. But once we do, we can get on to the next steps. So, back to waiting until these guys are ready to produce something for me. So I'll catch you guys in a second. Oh, guess what we found? We got ourselves a blue-banded bee right here. I was up here just hanging out, and I was planting our trees, just working on getting some more dark oak wood for us, and a blue-banded bee spawned alongside this guy. And if we read his thing, they're solitary and can be found living alone in forests. But what's great is if we look at flowering, he works for any flower, but the best thing is he is what we need to make lead bees and lapis bees. And lapis we need for a diamond. So, got our first bee. Yeah. First bee. Yeah. You guys keep up the good work in there, okay? Still waiting on them to make some honey. So, see you guys in a second. All right, we got some honey. Let's check this out. Give me that, and that, and that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll take that, and I'll be on my way. Good day to you, sirs. All right, so we got this one done. Got our bee. Ooh, we got a sturdy bee cage. I don't know what the difference between the two is, but we got it. Suck that down. Now, let's grab a book. And we should be able to make our big book of bees. Let's check this out. All right. Perfect. A shallow look into the world of apicology. All right. Nests, all kinds of good stuff. Genetics, collecting genes. A bee bottler, okay. Items, bee cage. Releasing a bee on a valid flower block will set the bee's flower position to that block. Similarly, releasing a bee on a valid hive or nest while sneaking will set the bee's home position to that hive. Okay, well that's good to know. Let's see, bees. Hive bees. Look at them all. Mod bees. Professional bees. Solitary bees. Wild bees. All right, cool. So we got that done. Beehive. Let me just make a beehive while we're up here. Because I went ahead and made a ton more of these right here. Let's make more of those. Just gonna make a ton of these. Beehive. Our first beehive. And then we can make an advanced beehive. With the vanilla beehive, we'll use this to craft an advanced beehive. It can be oak or any kind of wood. Bees will fly in and out of these and drop off honeycombs in the inventory. You can also insert glass bottles to get honey bottles. We'll need plenty of honeycombs for treats. So this one, to make this, we'll need campfires and shears and honeycombs. So let's wait a little bit to make sure we have enough. And then once we get tomorrow's honey harvest, we'll be in business. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and make a bunch of campfires and shears. All right, it's bee time. Woo! Let's get some honey. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now let's get upstairs and get this show on the road. Ba-da-ba-ba. We need an advanced beehive. Can I not use dark oak planks? And that. And that. Yeah. There we go. Assume. Okay. Okay. Boop. Let's make these. Let's make a few. That's good. Assume. Okay. Checkarooskies. Next up, we want expansion boxes. Expansion boxes are placed on top of my advanced beehive to increase the amount of bees up to 5. So, that is going to be just this and that. And just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take that. And then we can make honey treats. And we need our bottles of honey. Put these away. Honey bottle. Honey bottle, where did you go? Did I use all of my honey bottles? I'm pretty sure we did. That's okay. Let's go swap out all of our bees. I just bottle you? No. Because we're gonna swap all these out for advanced beehives. Take you, yoink, 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 yoink. Take that. Pick that up. Uh-oh, he's mad. And I'll take this. And then we'll put beehive, beehive, beehive. Expansion box. Okay. Nope, I don't want that there. So we go 1, 2, 3. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. That's your new home. Will it tell me if they're angry? No, it doesn't tell me if they're angry or not. I can just tell they're pissed. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 5. Okay. So they'll go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get out of here. He's pissed. That'll be their home. And then I got 2 more. Do you mind, sir? We are trying to make a video here. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? Uh-oh. He's pissed. He's never gonna get over it. Sorry. Uh-oh. Alright, so 3, 2... Let's pick this up. Ah, that was a bad idea. Why didn't anybody warn me? Alright, we'll come check on them in a second. Alright, we got a couple more hives, and we finally got our honey bottles that we needed. So let's grab this. We'll just, actually, you know what? We'll just take everything. Take it all out. And I think other than the fact that the bees, it can hold 5 bees, the other great thing is once you have these advanced beehives, you can go in and take what you want whenever you want, and the bees won't get mad at you. Which is great, because getting stung by those bees is not something I enjoyed. So, let's make ourselves a honey block. Whoop. And then we make us some honey treats, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now we have progressed enough through productive bees to be able to get to the point where we can start looking for bees to collect and breed. And obviously we want to go down this path right here immediately because we want bees like ender bees, diamond bees, draconic, ancient bees for netherite, and we want all the modium stuff. So we're going to check this bad boy off here. And the first thing up is slimy bee and a glowing bee. So if we look at slimy comb or slimy... Okay, slimy bee. Slimy bee. Slimy bee spawn egg is a honey treat, and it's an incubation chamber. Slimy bee. He spawns with a slimy nest. How do we get a slimy nest? We need a slime block, which comes from slime balls, which we can get from... Let's see, how are we going to get this? Earth slime crystal, or these spores here. See, oh, latex. We could do that. Because then with this, we can blast it into a slime. Because these are the things that we're going to have to start looking for. It's like, what do we need? How can we make... Attracts wild slimy bees. How can we make the nest? Like this one, item fluid, witch water with botania mushrooms. How does one get this? Mushroom and a purple dye. Okay. Did we ever get mushrooms from any of our quests? Mushrooms. Mushrooms. No, not seen any mushrooms. Do you sell me mushrooms? You sell mustard seeds. That's super cool. But that could be the move. We could want to get shimmering mushrooms. Magenta shimmering mushroom. Red mushroom. Just a plain old red mushroom. Cutting board. Red mushroom colony. Botanist table. A mushroom if we sever him. A red mushroom comb. Comes from a red shroom bee, which we get from giving a red mushroom. So, okay. So to get started on that, we might also need to get started on mystical agriculture, because that's a whole other fun thing. But luckily, those items, I think that was earth seeds and dirt seeds, they're right here. I don't think they take a ton. We need just, yeah, this stuff to make that, this stuff to make that. So the productive bees and mystical agriculture is pretty in depth with each other, or like intertwined, which is really cool. But in the meantime, what we can do is go back over to our productive bees here. Yeah. And we also check this off. Turn your bee farm into a factory for resources. You need to start spawning bees. So we've unlocked all of these. So next time, what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to make some of these. And then we're going to start trying to make some of these as well. Because like the glowing bee is the glowstone nest. Redstone bee is chocolate mining bee with a glowing bee. And then lapis is the redstone with a blue banded. We already got the blue banded. And then we'll be stopped at, I believe, here. We won't be able to get the diamond bee. Actually, we could, because you breed ender bee with a lapis bee. And we can get the ender bee with the endstone nest. So technically, I think we can get all the way up to netherite. We don't really need the slimy bees. Yeah, I think that's the play. But that is where we're going to wrap it up for today, you guys. Next time we got our work cut out for us. In between episodes, I'm going to get some more honey treats, let the bees just kind of do their thing for a while. It's not slow, but it's also not super fast. Like I said, they only make so much honey in a day, so it just takes some time for them to make it. But the more we have, the faster it goes, and the more we get, so there's that. So I'll just sit here and wait, and I will catch you all next time when we dive more into productive bees and see where that takes us. If it's your first time here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you liked the episode, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And as always, you guys, I am Voxel Twig, and I will catch you all next time.